This is my 1969 GTO. It's supposed to be, this is the original color, limelight green with, and it's supposed to have like a dark green vinyl top with a dark green interior. See, the interiors have been all switched to black. It was like that when I bought it. I think the front seats are actually out of a 69 Le Mans parts car I have with the steering wheel. That was black. The dash actually has a cover over it. It's still green. But the headliner was replaced. The rear deck filler panel was replaced. All the weather stripping. Actually, the door panels, the rear seat panels are original. The seats and covers are all original. You can see it's got a little split there. And the other one I fixed on the passenger seat. Back seat's all original. The door panels I actually had to re-glue the lower edges. They turned out pretty good. They got some nicks and scratches in them still, but function as they should. I didn't have a radio for the car when I originally bought it, but I found an AM radio at the salvage yard and put that in there. I actually bought this car in like the fall of 1989 after I sold the Cutlass to a friend. This isn't the engine that was in it. This is actually a very low compression 400, and it's painted the wrong color. I ordered the wrong paint and didn't feel like waiting to get the correct silverish blue color. And yes, it had air conditioning, power steering, power brakes. Doesn't have air conditioning anymore. I cut the box down. It was already damaged, so fortunately, one thing I never got fixed was the gas gauge. I don't know, I think there's something wrong with the gauge itself because I've done all the tests and I just ended up buying an aftermarket one. Pretty sure this sticker is not correct, but I put it on there anyway. The hidden headlights are still vacuum operated, as you can see by the beginning. The vacuum canister is actually right under there. Some people like to convert them to electric, which makes them, I think, go up faster and even. I kind of like the old mechanical vacuum look when they go up one at a time or down one at a time. But I also have some pictures of what this car, well, not of it totally together, but here's where of it sitting at my parents' house back in the 90s. I've actually pulled the body off the frame, and it sat for many years like that. I had it covered up in the backyard, and this is where I actually started working on it. And I think when I moved, I had a bigger garage to where I could work on it. This is the frame getting done. Lots of traffic going by here. I made a wooden cart for it. There's actually a lot of rust on this car. Trunk pan, both sides, quarter panels, patched the inner wheel wells. I think I replaced the outers. I had to make a patch to cover this where the rear seat divider goes. This was all done like in the 90s, late 90s. This is where it's actually back on the frame. I ended up buying a trunk lid, rust-free one from Jim Carlson out of Holman way back then. And I think that's about the end of that. Them pictures for this. That's all the further I took pictures of it anymore, because I don't think they had kind of quit doing film pictures. But here's like the 69 Le Mans parts car I had bought, that actually the hood and front bumper came off of this. See, the red hood, trunk lid, and front bumper are actually the original ones to my GTO. But yeah, I put the 400 that was originally in this one in that and drove it, raced it. That's about it. Like the steering wheel, this is the original steering wheel out of my GTO that's in the Cutlass. You can see the dark green. I just thought I'd do a video on this. So I've had this since the fall of 1989. So it was like it took me 22 years to get it going again to where I drove it. And I had the 455 that's in the Cutlass now was put in this. And I took it out and put it in the Cutlass when I got that to race. And this sat for a year without an engine, so this one was actually just kind of like a re-ring job to get it running and driving again. But I do have another one, a 400 that I'm working on. Hopefully I have it done this winter. Heads to put back in here. So this engine will run on 87 octane gas and is extremely slow, I could say. It'll barely do a burnout unless you really power brake it, and then won't even spin for that long after that. But just wanted to go over this one. Thanks for watching.